Rivers in much of Arizona appear to have a surreal feeling about them. Spaces where water once flowed are now devoid of moisture most of the year, paving the way for equestrians in riverbeds and flowing traffic that seems to be moving among the trees.
It's consistently beautiful here. Anybody can use it. I mean, it's wide open. It's wonderful.
This is the Rillito River Park in Tucson, where there are colorful signs of life year-round. The area is attracting people in droves, just like birds started doing before them, seeking refuge from urban encroachment. Kim Soule is one of the many residents or visitors who likes to walk, bike, run, or ride a horse in the park. She and her husband are relatively recent arrivals to southern Arizona, and this attraction is one of the reasons.
We moved here from Reno, Nevada. It's been about 2 years, and our motivation was purely recreational. My husband works, and he can work from anywhere. He works from home, and this was our choice. And I'm out here 5 days a week.
Tens of thousands of people are visiting each year, and it's all very gratifying for Sue Clark. She is the president of the Pima Trails Association. It's an all-volunteer organization which was instrumental in establishing this park and others in our region. Rillito River Park was born more than 30 years ago when a flood control project took on additional roles.
In 1983 was the major flood that took out a lot of the land along the Rillito. It flooded. Homes fell in. There was a lot of publicity about that nationwide.
For the people stranded at this relief center, the most distressing factor is not this damage to their property.
That was the beginning of the river park because of the bank protection. And now there's bank protection all the way along. It's just basic bare land before, and now many, many people come. And as you can see, all kinds of people use the Rillito River Park.
We have little pocket parks along the Rillito. We also have little pockets of just pure environmental restoration, where we've planted certain types of plants and trees to encourage different types of species that you find in this area of Pima County.
You just see this wealth of diversity. And then the neat thing about down here in the bottom, and especially for wildlife, is that you have layers of vegetation. And the more different layers you have, the more different kinds of wildlife you'll have. And so you have all this bottom vegetation and all those layers, and then you've got layers up on the edge of the walkways. And between the two just brings this wealth of wildlife. We have a special opportunity just to the west of us down here at Campbell Avenue. There is a bridge at Campbell Avenue that goes over the river. Underneath that bridge from about April till October are anywhere from 10 to 15,000 bats. And every night those bats will fly out, and it is an incredible opportunity to just see that night bat flight.
Wildlife and people side by side in a once flowing river that still harbors some of the Sonoran Desert's native inhabitants while providing opportunities to a burgeoning population. Jennifer Brown raises and trains Morgan horses. She wants to get them accustomed to interaction and distractions.
I live close to here, and I found this an excellent training ground for the horses to get used to being around people, to get used to being around bicycles going by, dogs. You know, it's a great place to have your horse get used to having things going on around him.
The Rillito River Park is part of the county's proposed loop for non-motorized users. It's a cooperative effort around metropolitan Tucson that will eventually run for 131 miles along the Rillito and other segments. It's an idea that is becoming more prevalent around the country, turning a natural resource into a shared-use path for everyone.
It's worked very well. You see the people want to come in and be down along it. So it's really used a lot. We have now over 100 miles of river parks throughout, but the Rillito is one area that gets used, I think, more than any of our river parks.
I think the main thing is just get out and enjoy it. Just get out and do it. There's miles of it, there's lots of places to access it. and lots of opportunities.